last week's contest. 8 catches, 119 yards, and the score. Now they'll run it on the toss.
This defense is ranked near the bottom of the league against the pass. You get the sense that he feels like if he gets covered on any call, he's going to be upset. He thinks he should be open on every snap in this game.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Here's the 2nd and 7. This is caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive,
and they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Montez Sweat. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Set, 8-3, 80 weapons. Give these traps. Let's go. Get ready.
On first down, Youngblood. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Let's go now.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early, because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. From the gun, Youngblood. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 38-yard line. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run on first down. McMullen, 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 24-yard line.
60-yard. First down,
on first down, McMullen. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Looking to throw. Youngblood. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They'll run on first down. McMullen, and it's a fumble. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
60 outlaw. 61, match box.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. He'll look to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football.
Set.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tall.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
He's checking. 3, 2-18, jump. Hey, Delta. 2.
Off play action. Youngblood. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again. Youngblood. And he comes back with one complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Let's go.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
Ready. 94.
They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To Crockett on the ground. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
That's it, baby.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now back to throw. It's caught by Davis. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
On 1st and 10, Youngblood. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one goes for 24 yards. This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. Right back to him on 1st down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Throwing on 1st down. Youngblood incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Hey, Alpha!
Operating from the gun, Youngblood. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
8, read. Check.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Youngblood going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Back to throw. Youngblood. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll drop to throw. Got his man, T.J. Hockenson. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
45, 45, Mike, 45. Quarterback up. Ready?
They'll set up the throw. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with the clock at all zeros, they get the touchdown to make this just a one-score game into the lockers.
And you know what else it does? Besides boost their confidence, it doesn't change your game plan any. See, if they're down bigger going into the half, you may have to revise what you plan to do in the second. But now in this spot, within one score in striking distance, you go ahead and keep playing and do what you'd worked out all week long.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first...
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. McMullen, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
On 3rd down, McMullen, and boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
From this vantage point, they've got the lead here, so for me, that'd be enough to go ahead and punt the football and let my defense defend the long field.
If you go for it, you don't get it, then you really put your defense in a tight spot.
Yeah, but we never know what people ultimately will decide to do here on 4th and inches.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. On first down, McMullen, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Looking to throw. Youngblood going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll keep it on the ground. McMullen, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. And to give this time to the tailback. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they get to that end zone real fast.
And here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards there and a 1st down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. He'll look to throw. This one caught by Davis. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought it was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown as they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Gets fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. We come up here on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Going right side here, and that's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Back to throw. Youngblood. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
Come on, set, 8, read. Here we go.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion. And that makes this 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hawkinson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Here we go. 30 base.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
This will be caught at about the 5. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another 1st down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll look to throw here. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
That's how we do it. That's how we do it.
He's in a groove right now. 2 sacks last week. Also got AFC Defensive Player of the Week for that effort. Another sack right there.
He just innately understands how to get to the quarterback. He's going to be blocked differently each and every time. He knows how to counter, how to adjust, and how to get home, as they like to say.
7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. Back to throw here. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. From 3 yards out. And the Ravens have retaken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even insult the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. They'll keep it on the ground. McMullen, they'll get only a couple down to the 44. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Youngblood. And that will be incomplete. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
64.
They'll run on 1st down. McMullen, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
80 weapons. Smooth.
They'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
60 outlaws.
1st down. Here's the run with Cook. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Ready? 50. Play.
He's back to throw. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way. This
will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. So the Ravens now down by 4. And time, a huge factor. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Let's go. 8-3. 53. Mike, 53. Shoot.
They start the drive with Cook. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Cook. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. On 3rd down, McMullen. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they will take a knee here.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road.